Happy Friday, guys, and since it is Friday, you know what that means, story time. And just like I say every Friday before I start my story, I like to tell stories on Fridays because in my household I told my stories to my kids all these years, so whenever I go to tell a story nowadays, we heard that, Dad, but you guys haven't, so I use Fridays to tell my stories. I'm going to continue doing this until I run out of stories, and believe me, I got lots of them. Alright guys, today's story, and I'm sitting in a nice cool shade because it's hot. Today's story has to do with stupidity, and me being, well, it has to do with me being stupid, angry, and yeah, with me being very stupid and angry cost me, well, you will find out in the story. Alright, let's get started. Okay, the story takes place when I was about 18 years of age. I actually had a full-time job. I was a lineman cook at a very famous four-star restaurant. And I was going to night school to learn to become a sous chef. Oh yeah, and I was still in high school too. But I didn't have to go a whole day of high school. I was on work co-op, which means I only had to go to school about 3 hours a day. We're going to get up and walk and talk. For some reason I can't sit still and do a video. Okay. Back in them days I had everything perfect, you know. I was going to school, night school, to learn to become a sous chef. I was finishing up my high school. I was in my senior year, and I had a adult job that I don't want to say I was making good money, because back then I wasn't making that good money, but still in all, it wasn't the money. I was trying to build myself up one day to become a sous chef. Okay, that's what my dream was when I was a younger man. Well, anyway, things were working out perfect, but it all came down one day. One day I decided, well, shoot, I didn't get in from work until about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was already 7 a.m. and I had to be at school by 7:30. And I was like, oh man, I just don't want to go to school today. So I'm going to play hooky, you know. So I went ahead and rolled over and went back to sleep. Next thing I know, the telephone rang, and it was my counselor saying, Mike, why ain't you in school? I don't feel well today. That's a lie. That's a lie, and you know it. You're fine. Get your butt in school. I said, no, seriously. I can't be in school. There's reasons. Don't lie to me. You know what? I made it easier on you. I went ahead and made it where you only have to go to school a couple hours a day and you can't even come in for that. I'm like, I can't. I'm sick. So I hung up the phone and I got very angry. Back in them days, I didn't think before I reacted. So I turned around and I took my fist and I went like this and I punched the wall as hard as I could. Well, guess what? The wall was brick. And I hit that wall so hard, it broke 3 of my knuckles, and, oh shoot, it's going to be hard to show you. Let's see if I can show you on the other hand. Okay, this is my left hand. Now, it's still going to be hard to show you. In other words, on the side of my hand, like right here, if you can see where I'm putting my mouth on, there's a bone. It broke that bone as well, but not only broke the bone, it shoved it right out of the skin. It came right out of my skin. So, I'm going to be honest with you, it didn't hurt. For the first 30 minutes, there was no pain involved. Zero. None. Then after about, you know, me freaking out, oh my God, what am I going to do, you know? I was like, you know, the pain started hitting in. I was like, well, I got to get to the emergency room. How the hell am I going to drive myself to the emergency room? Because my car is a standard shift, and this was my right hand. I got to shift gears somehow. So I had a girlfriend in them days, and I asked my girlfriend to come with me. I said, you shift the gears for me. I worked the clutch, and I tell you when to put it in first, second, third, and whatnots. So I drove myself to the emergency room. Back in them days, I had no fear of doctors. I had no fear of anything, really. Get to the emergency room, it was like, holy crap, what happened? Well, I'm not going to tell him I was stupid and punched a brick wall. I told him I was moving a refrigerator, and the refrigerator fell on me. fell on my hand. That's what happened. They believed it. Only thing they was able to do was put the bone back inside my skin, sew my hand up, and send me home and tell me I had to go see a specialist because this break is too bad for them. Gave me 0 pain pills, sewed my hand up, and sent me home like that. I'm not joking, folks. The hand hurt like hell, but through that first night, oh my God, that is one of the worst pains I've ever felt. I couldn't go to sleep. My hand was throbbing. I had no pain pills whatsoever, and it hurt like hell all night long. The first thing, the next morning, my mother was able to contact a specialist that was able to see me right away. There, he literally, he had to fix my my hand. He had to fix my knuckles. He had to fix my broken bone. He had to do a lot of fixing, basically. I don't know what you call it. There was actually names for it. I just don't remember what it was. And then he sewed my hand back up again, put me in a half cast, and he told me I will probably be wearing a cast for dang near 6 months, and I may have to end up having surgery after all again on this hand. Okay, this whole time, this whole procedure was about maybe 2 to 3 days, and I had to call off work. And I wasn't able to go to school. I was excused with school, by the way, and I told the counselor that called my house and said, look, I was too embarrassed to tell you I broke my hand. That's why I wasn't in school that day. I lied. Yes, I did. And I wasn't going to tell nobody the truth that I punched a brick wall. There's no way in hell I was going to tell that, because that was stupidity. That was my anger issues and being stupid. So I think it was my 3rd day calling off work, and I finally came home, and the 4th day I said I got to try to go to work. So me and my broken hand, and I had to wear it in a sling for about a month, he told me. I don't want your hand coming out of the sling whatsoever. You need to keep it elevated like this for at least a month. And I had to go to the doctors once a week to see how it was healing. So I went ahead and tried to go to work. I figured I got one good hand. I could do something, right? I get to work, and Chef Dominic, yes, maybe I shouldn't have said his name, but I did anyway. Now, Chef Dominic was my boss for quite a few years. He was a good guy. Okay, I got along with him great. He's the one that actually got me into school, you know, to become a sous chef. He was kind of like my, not an idol. He was somebody I looked up to. He took an interest in my life at the time. Well, he came into work, and I was already there just about a whole night. He comes in, he points at me, points to his office, says, "Get in there now." I get in there. He says, "First of all, why are you here?" I said, "Just because my hand's broke don't mean I can't do something." He says, "You're no good to me." Now I want the damn truth. How'd you break your hand? And I told the truth. I said, "I punched a brick wall." He got angry. He says, "You know, your stupidity just cost you your job. I can't use you, Mike. I can't." So all them years working this place, all the time I went to night school, down the frickin' toilet. I walked off that job, my head down, damn near in tears. Oh my God. He fired me. So basically I get home, and I'm pretty much at the point I was like, I know I can't really work until my hand gets ready, almost healed up. So now what the hell am I going to do? I got about 5 months to go. No, actually I got 6 months to go, and what the hell am I going to do? So I just basically, I had to teach myself to write with my left hand. I had to tie my shoes with one hand, and I did teach myself how to drive a standard using my left hand to shift the gears. Sure did. Oh yeah. 5 months went by, and I was really good at this stuff by now, folks. Oh my God. I was really good. I didn't really need my right hand after all. By this time, I didn't have to wear it in a sling, but the cast was so thick I couldn't do anything with it. The cast, pretty much, it was my hand that I dickered over, but the cast was all the way, my first cast was up to my elbow. And then when they rechanged the cast and made it a solid cast, it went up halfway around my arm. It was a very thick cast. So I couldn't really do anything with that hand. So what I did was I took a job at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, sure did. They hired me on, knowing my hand was broke, knowing I'd be able to get the cast off in another month. Sure enough, he hired me right on. So I worked that job, and yeah. So guys, my stupidity and my anger, let's talk about this. What did it cost me? All right, let's sit down and let's talk about what all it cost me because of my stupidity and my anger. Well, first of all, it cost me my hand. I broke it good. Cost me my job. It cost me my respect. Because once people started finding out I lied about it, I lost respect. My parents finally figured it out. I finally told them the truth. And I told Chef Dominic the truth. And I think I told a couple other people the truth, which I lied to them beforehand. It cost me my job, I said. It cost me my schooling at the time. I did eventually go back. And yeah. Did I ever go back to that expensive restaurant? No, I tried. I did. And he actually, he says, it's time for you to move on. And I did. I moved on to other jobs to build my ability to want to become a sous chef. Yeah. I moved on. I learned the art of pastries. I learned how to become a meat cutter. Oh, yeah. So basically, by me breaking my hand some ways, was able to set me on a road of recovery from the hand and on the road to basically make myself a better cook. Sure enough, did. Today, my hand hurts before we get a change in weather. I have arthritis in it. Well, I also have arthritis in my fingers, but my hand hurts first, and sometimes it really hurts because, you know, when you have a break that bad, you know, you can feel the weather in it. And also, I can make a fist today, but if you see me hold my hand right here, my baby knuckle kind of like flies back. That's because it never healed right. Nope. The bone that came out of my skin is like this when it's supposed to be like this, but it's like this. I was supposed to get surgery done on it years ago, but didn't do it. Nah, didn't need it, I didn't think at the time. Not sure the hell ain't gonna do it now. So yeah, guys. Now, did I punch any more brick walls after that? I like to tell you no, but I did. It wasn't a brick wall. Instead, I moved on to wooden walls. I never forget the look in my father's eyes when I told him the stupidest thing I did by punching that wall. The look in his eyes was like, and you're my son, really? Oh my God. And then I said to my father, I said, don't tell him you ain't ever got mad and hit something. Oh God. Tell you what, folks, the days that I had that anger issues when I was growing up, it wasn't just brick walls I punched. I used to put my hand through doors. I used to punch the wooden walls. I punched the windshield in my car. Tell ya, I like to blame it on growing up, but it was just stupidity. Eventually, I did grow out of that stage. Thank God I don't punch anything today. When I get angry, I usually say a few curse words and go on about my day. I don't punch anything. I learned my lesson finally. Now, I never broke any other body parts by punching anything, but still in all, you think I would have learned my lesson by punching that brick wall, but I didn't. Guys, that was story time. I'm going to have another story next Friday. And before we end this, did you like the video that you seen yesterday? Did you like it? I miss doing videos like that. Sometimes just picking up the camera and doing the most absolutely silliest video you could come up with. You're dicking on my video playing. You are. Thank you. But just to come up with the most silliest thing sometimes is a lot of fun. It truly is. And actually, my son Damien and I is the one that came up with that video. I told Damien, I said, the video I want to do this time for tomorrow, I want it to be silly. I've been too serious with my videos lately. I need something to break that. I need something very silly and just flat out just almost dumb. And we came up with, hey, let's do a walking video. Let's do the opposite of what I do today. You know, with my shoes on backwards, on the wrong feet. Me walking backwards for cool down. The drinking, yeah, of the water. So guys, every so often you got to do a video like that. And I have another one coming up. Next week, sometime, I do have another silly video just like that one coming up. Yeah, another skit. You got to do this, folks. Every so often, you got to make them videos because it keeps you fresh. You know, YouTube is for a lot of things. And yes, being silly is one of them. And believe me, it's a lot of fun. Alright guys, until next time, enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And my gum got stuck in my teeth. Enjoy your weekend and we'll see you Monday. Come on guys, let's get out of here.